We are now having to, I'm guilty of this. I'm going through my kitchen, I'm going through my refrigerator, and I'm starting to ask the question, well, is this ketchup bottle woke? Is this mustard? I mean, literally, we're at the place now where we have to go through, is the company that makes this? And so.
That's my guy, Charlie Kirk, telling you that you're crazy for wanting people to be treated with a base amount of dignity, and then very sanely sauntering over to the kitchen, opening the refrigerator and interrogating a bottle of ketchup. That is where it's come to. I love it so much. This is one of the great moments where we can point out that the right wing is calling us crazy and then they are absolutely unhinged. Luckily, it's not working. You've heard about woke. There's a lot of talk about how wokeness is ruining everything from the right, but is it catching on? The answer is no. According to a USA Today Ipsos poll, most Americans view the term as positive woke. USA Today Ipsos finds by 56 to 39% Americans say woke means being aware of social injustice, not being overly politically correct. We'll get John's thoughts on that in a second, but there are that 39% of Americans who think that woke is horrible, and it's not just Charlie Kirk acting like weirdos talking to bottles of Dijonnaise. It makes people do stuff like this.
Go woke, go broke.
This used to show a large African-American woman chef. They decided to make it a white person, or I prefer it when it was a black person, showing their incredible skill at making pancakes.
Woke is accepting everything that is evil. For instance, Monster cans. Each line represents a 6. So you got 666. It represents the Antichrist. So when you drink it, you've got the cross coming down. And that's wokeism, sort of in a nutshell. Yes.
Jack Daniel's whiskey. You went woke. Mirror that has been in every house I've owned. Every Jack Daniel's glass that I've ever owned. Every wooden sign that's been up in my pubs. Your woke ass company.
It's crazy that the same group that says that the left is on this crazy witch hunt is simultaneously thinking there is evil lurking in the dark recesses of America and they need to burn their Jack Daniel's signs at the stake. You weirdos. And they keep broadening the net, and it's leading to the situation. They're broadening the scope of the attack on woke. And it's leading to these weird windmill tilting moments where they're actually eating their own. So take a look at all the stuff they've attacked.
Lego is going woke.
What this is a Missouri woke heat map.
So I just thought that maybe Monticello would be protected from this disease of wokeism.
People don't want to join a woke military.
A new report revealing how woke corporate America has become.
Avoid products from companies accused of catering to the woke agenda.
The Little Mermaid used to sing up where they walk, up where they run. Now she might sing up where they woke.
Chick-fil-A, you are no longer the Lord's chicken. You're actually the woke chicken.
They were one of the most woke banks.
When China looks at woke and they see the biggest problem we have is Dr. Seuss.
This big, woke machine that has all of these massive companies, which Fox is.
One of these woke churches that teaches that Jesus was tolerant. Let me tell you what, go read your Gospels.
What's happening in Ukraine is important, but it pales in comparison to the wokeness I see in my culture.
So there's that. A lot to process. I want to bring it back to what we first saw, John, which is Charlie Kirk. While he's selling, you should buy 2 Strong coffee because it's so great. He wants you to buy Blackout coffee because it's so evil. He's hawking some kind of product, and while he's vamping, obviously someone in his ear is like, "You're talking crazy. Stop it." But this is him going on and saying that he is interrogating ketchup bottles. What do you think, John?
Well, to be clear, in defense of 2 Strong coffee, which I have no direct connection to, theoretically you would drink it because you like it. It doesn't make you gay. I don't know what the political implication is supposed to be. It's just coffee, I think.
And donates money to progressive causes.
Yeah, well, that's good. So the idea of Charlie Kirk standing in the middle of the night, unable to sleep, in front of his fridge because he is terrified at the possibility that his relish is gay is, that's funny. It's not true. He doesn't actually believe any of this. He just has like absolutely no respect for his audience, and he believes that they'll buy it. And the joke is on them because they do. Like people watch Charlie Kirk. They want to hear that you should question whether you have gender fluid tartar sauce so much that they'll watch a guy like Charlie Kirk, who is, let's all admit, terrible as a broadcaster.
Horrible as a
He's really bad, but people will watch him because even though there's 30 other clones of Ben Shapiro that they can watch, it's not enough. I need more. Tell me about the mustard. Should it have honey in it? Honey's kind of sweet. Is that gay? They just want that content so much that they will watch the biggest collection of dweebs and dorks in the world.
I have it on good authority that colony collapse disorder is due to lack of procreation on bees who are turning gay. Also, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the leader of the bees is a queen?
Yeah.
Drag queen? Bee queen? I'm just saying, it's a little bit of a coincidence, don't you think? Oh my God.
Is Don Jr. guesting?
I mean, and then is he my favorite, John? Is he my favorite because of him pushing this, like, there are so many nefarious institutions out there on the left that try to indoctrinate the youth. Meanwhile, he's the leader of Turning Point USA, whose entire charter is just to indoctrinate the youth into conservatism. And who in their right mind would look at Charlie Kirk as he's just pulling at threads here, being so expressly inferior to even Ben Shapiro, and then go, man's got some good ideas.
Yeah. Look, the final point I want to make, and this has been a general response to a lot of this anti-woke stuff, but it's just so perfect for the time we're in right now, these few months where they hate Bud Light and they hate Target and they hate Chick-fil-A or whatever, is that, so they spend, as we all know, to run us through, they spend years saying, you guys are too politically correct. You only care about that stuff, and if people don't live up to your standards and you try to cancel them. And then they decide, no, we've been saying politically correct for decades. We need something new and fresh, so we'll call you woke. So then they decide that any company that does something that they call woke, which means politically correct, that they will not support it because their politics aren't correct. Which is fine, the hypocrisy, that's not new or anything, but they still call it the thing that means politically correct.
Right.
As they're canceling it for not being politically correct enough for them.
And they created that problem. He created the reason why he's staring at ketchup bottles at night. And he's like, oh my God, the world's so crazy now. Yeah, because you gaslit your entire viewer base into, believing this insane stuff that isn't remotely true.
Really fast, do you agree or disagree? He definitely doesn't believe any of this stuff. And it's just he utterly hates and disrespects his audience, but he has to tell them nonsense because he's the carnival barker, they're the rubes. This is what they want to hear. Or do you think he's actually worried about his jelly or whatever?
I think he thinks that the most important thing is to lower his taxes.
That's what I think
anything
too.
To do that.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.